Have you ever looked at the clock and kept seeing 11, 11 again and again? Or noticed the same number showing up at different places? Or maybe heard a song at the exact moment? Or a sudden smell which transported you deep into yourself? We've all had moments like this, and usually we do one of two things. We either ignore them completely or we quietly wonder, was it just a coincidence or was it trying to tell us something? That's what today's conversation is about. Not just angel numbers, but the larger world of signs. Numbers, sounds, smells, repeated words, strange timings. Today we are going to explore a simple question. How do signs show up in our lives and what are they really trying to convey to us? Hi, this is Vasudevan, author of Follow Your Heart, Your Brain is Stupid. Let's jump right into the show. Hi Arun, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to my show.
Pleasure is mine.
I am really looking forward to this conversation today. Ladies and gentlemen, you have met Arun Prabhu multiple times on this channel. You heard him talk about the law of attraction, diseases, the causes of diseases, the remedies, the healthcare industry, etc. Today, he is going to take us into a totally different dimension, the realm of the angel numbers and how the universe connects with us in different ways. Over the next couple of episodes, Arun will be sharing his personal experiences with angel numbers and messages from the universe during important moments of his life. These aren't theory. These are actual real life experiences. You're going to love it. So let's get started. Arun, my question to you is, when did you realize or when did you first begin noticing these repeated numbers or signs from the universe? And what was happening in your life at that point of time that made you believe that these are much more than mere random coincidences? Over to you.
Thank you so much and a very good question. Let me start from my childhood days. In my childhood days, I was always perplexed. I was always confused because a certain thought used to come to me every time that I don't belong to this earth. I have just come here. I belong somewhere else. I don't know what. And why are we here? All those questions used to bother me. I had no answers. It was like a child trying to study the stars and doesn't know what it is. So as I grew up, I had this opportunity to go through a book called The Autobiography of a Yogi. Wonderful book. I recommend everyone should read. That gave me an inkling on the spiritual side of us, that we are not bodies. But still, I was too naive at that time. I was, I think so, 21, 22 years or 23 years when I read that book, and I was starting my career. So it was just hindsight में that book, and that book talks about scientific explanations. That book talks about so many things, but it kept on lingering. And then I got busy with my career, but then one time it happened that I lost everything. I started my business, lost everything. And when you are in your bad phase, that is when you start looking here and there. So I started introspecting. And then I noticed one very peculiar thing, that whenever I saw 11:11, whether in the clock or while operating the computer, if the time comes 11:11, I used to freeze. No idea why. No idea. I was always confused. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? By the way, the moment I'm talking to you, my phone switched on for a second. I don't know why. It's silent mode, but light blinked. And the time is 5:51. Note down, the time is 5:51. It's 11.
Oh, wow.
You can note the time. Okay, this happens. So I just got distracted and I see 5:51. Total's 11. So anyways, so then what happened that I was in my bad phase and I couldn't talk to anyone. So I thought, why don't I talk to God or talk to universe or God? I know whom to talk to. I don't know which language to talk to, because no one speaks like this language. So I said, okay, universe, give me a hint. I started with universe, give me a hint. Should I do this or not? Because when you are in your bad phase, you always doubt yourself. When you're in a good phase, you are very confident, you do everything. But in a bad phase, even if you have to drink water, you will ask, should I drink or should I not drink? I'm exaggerating it just to give you the feel of it, that how suspicious you become about your actions because you have failed. And once you have failed, you question all your actions. So I used to say, okay, universe, how will you give me a hint? Now, I love driving, and in Delhi, we drive at least 1 to 2 hours to job. So I said one day, if I get to see a yellow car, I'll think that it is positive. Now, why yellow car? Because yellow car are very rare cars, except for the taxis and all. I'm talking about the private cars, not the taxis. All taxis generally have yellow badge or yellow something.
Right.
The old taxis. Okay. Now I said, why yellow car? Because if I say red car, you have that management funda that you get to see what you focus on. As you have said.
In fact, I was about to ask you the same question, because everyone, they say, if you say you want to see a purple car, you will notice purple. Otherwise, there will be purple cars, but you will not even notice it. So that's I wanted to ask you that question. Yeah, you answered that. Go ahead.
Absolutely. But then that very reason I chose that yellow car, because yellow cars are very rare.
Right.
Even if you focus on, you might not find a yellow car the whole day.
Right.
Okay. So slowly I started noticing that if it was positive, I spotted more yellow cars. If it was not positive, I didn't see any yellow car. So the other also thing happened. And I used to, look here and there, trying to search if I can see yellow car. I never got yellow cars. So opposite to that same thing, my focus was becoming more sharper, but I never used to get to see yellow cars.
So what
So
you
anyway, I graduated from that.
So what you are doing is that,
Yeah.
if supposing there's some decision you are confused with, you are at a crossroad, don't know what to do, you will say that if I see a yellow car, I will go ahead with it. If I don't see a yellow car, I will not go with it. Is that the right understanding? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So if I have two choices, this side or this side. So I'll say this side means yellow car, this side means no yellow car.
Okay, got it.
Now you'll say it is very childish, and I know it is childish. But when you are in doldrums, and when you have done, sunk everything, and your confidence is gone, then वो डूबते को तिनके का सहारा. So it was my last वो जो तिनके का सहारा था, which could build up my faith, because I had lost confidence in my decisions.
Right.
And universe helps when you are in your deepest shit. Okay. So I was mesmerized, but again I was confused that am I hallucinating, or is it I am making it for myself the same? Because I'm a management student, so I had this doubt, logical mind doubt, that maybe you are making it up.
Right.
Then I said, let me go further. Why should I say yes and no? Why don't I get more information? Now my question is, yellow cars don't speak. As universe doesn't speak, yellow car also doesn't speak. It will whiz past me. How will I know what the yellow car wants to tell me? So I said, okay, why don't I decode the registration number?
Okay.
So I made it a rule, registration number, convert it into numbers. For example, D, A, B, C, D. D means 4.
Okay.
A means 1. So what I used to do is, if it is DL3C3852A, so DL3C, 3 will be number, but DL and C and A will be converted into the respective numbers.
Okay.
And I got the numbers. And from those numbers, I started a mechanism of deducing what they want to tell me, whether it's the time, whether it's the date, what they want to tell me. Fine. And then I found out that was also almost 80% correct. 80% of the time, it was correct.
Okay.
And at the same time, as I said, this 11, I started noticing that, I already explained, that whenever there was 11, I used to freeze. While working, if the computer shows 11, and mind you, I didn't deliberately see 11. I'm just working like this here, that light popped up, and suddenly I go look like this and say it's 11. And when I say 11, I freeze. I get nostalgic. Okay. I couldn't make, actually I was so overwhelmed. I actually thought that I've gone bonkers. पागल हो गया तू. Depression के कारण तेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया. So I used to ask people, do you see numbers? Do you see colors? Do you see 11? And they'll say, what? And that assured me that you have gone bonkers. Because no one else is noticing that. You are the only idiot who's, getting into these hallucinations. Then one day I said, yeah, why don't I Google? So that day I Googled, why do I see 11? And that changed my perspective. It said that when you start seeing 1111 or 1111 keeps bothering you, that means you are entering your spiritual journey. And then I thought maybe something is happening. And actually, I was, since my childhood, मेरे दिमाग में तो चलता ही था.
Mm.
Then I said, okay, so numbers are there, colors are there. What are the other ways universe connects with you? And I found out that universe connects with you with so many ways, not just numbers and colors. It connects with you through scent, through feathers, through sound, through music, through synchronicities, through dreams. Any which ways it connects. So I also started experiencing, like for example, in one of the cases, I was confused. A song started playing, not the song, the tune started playing in my mind. And I kept on wondering, which movie is this tune from? The tune was hey, 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 hey. And every time, and it used to come on anytime. I'm sitting, hey, 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 hey. And I got mad. I have to find out this movie. One day I was sitting in my room and I hear from my brother's room the same music coming. I rushed to his room and said, which movie are you watching? He gave me the name. I watched that movie. You'll be surprised. That movie had the answers to my dilemma.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? And that's when I said, oh my God, this is how universe can, if you are open to it, universe can connect with anything. So feathers, if I'm going somewhere and something good is going to happen, I'll suddenly find that pigeon will fly in front of me, dropping some feathers on me. These are all
Okay.
practical experiences. Okay.
Mhm.
So sound, feathers, then dreams. Let me share one very good example. There was certain thing which I wanted to do, and I was wondering whether I do it or not. In my dreams, someone tells me, Arun, do this. And I wake up. Who's this person who's telling me, Arun, do this? And I did that. So, dreams. Then, next is synchronicities. Now, people say that there's coincidence. Let me tell you, in this universe, there is nothing called coincidence. And what is the difference between coincidence and synchronicity? Because people may say what is synchronicity? Synchronicity is certain things happening all of a sudden in a certain manner. Like, for example, you go somewhere and you suddenly meet someone whom you are expecting. Now, you may say this is coincidence, but there's nothing called coincidence. Everything has a meaning. Synchronicities. Universe talks to you with synchronicities. Let me give you certain examples. Do you understand what synchronicities or maybe?
If you can give us an example, that will be great.
See, for example, like I told you that yellow cars and all. So you will say, okay, it's coincidence. You are moving, you will find a yellow car. What happened was, I had certain dilemma on certain things, and while sleeping, I said, universe, and you all as an audience can do this. Let me tell you, have faith and you get the answers. I said, universe, I'm in a dilemma. Can you kindly guide me on to what it is all about?
Mhm.
And I slept. Trusting, I slept. Morning, I wake up and I go for my morning walk and jog. The moment I open my gate, you'll be surprised. There's a yellow car parked just bang outside my gate. And
Okay.
let me tell you, in my whole society, in that colony, in that area, no one has got yellow car because I have obsession for yellow cars, so I would have noticed it.
Yeah.
This was the first time I noticed this yellow car, and I was surprised. What is this yellow car doing in front of my gate? And then I noticed the numbers. The number I noticed, and I said, okay, while I come back, I'll inquire whose car it is because it's too early, 6 o'clock, to knock doors. So I come back and I find that the car is gone. Then I asked my neighbor, was that your car? He said, no. Asked all my friends, there was a yellow car, was it your car? Everyone said, no. Then I realized after some days, I was just talking to one of my friends, one of my classmates, who stays some 10 blocks away from my house. And I said, yeah, there's a yellow car, by the way, She said, yes, that car belongs to my tenant. And he bought that car that very day. And mind you, that house has got ample parking. So I said, why will that person park the car 10 blocks away in front of my house still unanswered? Now, you may say it is coincidence, but that is how synchronicities work. Later on, I noticed that that number which was there in that card is my private angel number. You know, everyone has got a private angel number. The private angel which is allocated to you, which guides you. And from that day onwards, that private number always guides me if something is going good or if I have a delay.
Wonderful.
I don't know. You may think that this is something out of science fiction or maybe made up or cooked up, but this is my self experience. And then, and while people are listening to my this podcast, there'll be so many who will say, "ऐसा मेरे साथ भी हुआ है." So don't
I'm
worry
sure.
about that.
I'm
ठीक है?
sure. But tell me, when you say this is my private angel number, तो मेरा angel number क्या है? मैं कैसे? How do I find out?
Good question. Good question. So it's like this: when you start learning a new language, what do you learn first? A B C D.
Yeah.
Then you learn A for apple,
Right.
and then you make your own words. You don't make your own words in the beginning.
Correct.
Similarly, when you start going through these angel numbers, slowly and slowly, when your faith builds up, universe will come and tell you your number. For example, my number was told to me by the parked car outside my house. And how will you notice it? Because these are the numbers which you will keep seeing regularly. Now, let me tell you two very beautiful incidences. You know, now we do this medicine free life. We preach that, and मैंने खेतरी में एक जगह ले रखी है जहाँ पे we are creating a setup there where people can go there and
Correct.
get cured.
You have told me about that.
It's a natural habitat. But so many things were not happening good. कभी इसमें प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, कभी compliance issues आ रहे हैं. So one day I was with my friend, and that friend is Vibha itself. So she has been in your podcast also. So she wanted to see the area. So we went there, and while I was coming back, and I was in a dilemma. मैंने कहा, will it happen or not? I don't know, will it happen or not? Everything is not fitting. कुछ ये problem आ रहा है, कभी वो problem आ रहा है, कभी कोई land को बोल रहा है मेरा है. All those, you know land में ये problems आता है. So, and this is a hilly area. So I'm coming down the hill. There is a car behind, and the car keeps honking. And I said, यार तुमको क्या जल्दी है? Narrow सी road है. How can I let you overtake? And we are the only two cars. Why are you in a hurry? And you can't just speed away in this. So मैं उसको गाली कर, मैं कहा यार please. But he kept on honking to that extent that I got irritated, and Vibha said, यार उसको जाने क्यों नहीं देते हो? I said, okay. So the moment I got some leeway, I asked that car to pass. Now, the most beautiful part, the moment the car passes, comes in front of me, the number plate has got the numbers, which is my angel number.
Wow.
Now I say, okay, angel. So you want to tell me that everything has been taken care of? Don't worry. Now you may say it can be a coincidence again. You know what? After that car travels 100 meters, not more, just 100 meters, that person parks the car. Now there is no restaurant there. There is no, anything there. कोई मंदिर, restaurant, या चाय का ठेला, nothing.
No reason
for that person
for him to park
the car.
Right.
And he didn't come out to urinate also. And if it was so much pressure urinating, he would have done it behind. You know why he should overtake me and then park? Right. And me and Vibha kept laughing because Vibha knows about my angel number, and she said, "See your number. Universe wanted to tell you everything is taken care of." Now, can you logically explain this? Why did this happen? That was angels who did it.
Right.
One more case. In one more case, one of my friends visited my house, and I told her that these are my angel numbers and this. Maybe she believed or she didn't believe, I don't know, but she had a flight. So I said, let me drop you. So while I was, dropping her, my phone battery was, almost getting exhausted. So I said, why don't you switch on your, Google Maps and guide me?
Okay.
Actually, I knew the route, but I said, I don't want to take risks because I don't want you to miss the flight. So if there is a traffic jam, we'll come to know. So there was a roundabout and I had to turn right. Now she says, go straight. I said, no straight. I have to turn right. She said, Google Map is saying go straight. I thought maybe Google Map knows something and maybe there is some traffic jam here. So I went straight instead of taking right from the roundabout. I went straight and hardly I had gone 50 meters. there's a car which comes from the other side and takes a U-turn and whizzes past us, and the number is there. And
Your
I told
angel,
her, see,
your
I told you the angel number, huh?
your angel number was there.
In that car.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I said, see the angel number. Now she must have thought this is a coincidence. Yeah, so what? The car comes in. But now the most beautiful part. Every time there is the most beautiful part. After that car passes by, while we travel another 50 meters,
Mhm.
Google Maps says U-turn.
Oh,
She says U-turn. I
okay.
said, why U-turn? She said,
Mhm.
Google Maps says. I said, what was the point of taking a detour like this and coming back U-turn and going the same left turn, which I was anyway taking it right. This time it
Got
is
it.
right, next time it's right. She said, I don't know. मैंने कहा, I know. Because Angel wanted to show you Arun is not bluffing.
Mm.
Can you imagine? And then I came back and took that same turn from left, which I would have taken. But the detour, let me tell you, angels have the power to hack your gadgets. Let me tell you one more beautiful incident. I have hundreds of incidences. Why I'm telling this is not to tell you that I'm special. Please, my main aim is I am a normal human being. I have discovered this. You haven't noticed it. Let me repeat it. I have discovered it. You haven't noticed it. If
Mm.
you start discovering, you will also find this, because this is not, angels are not partial. Angels are for everyone. Have faith. Now, let me tell you, there was again certain problem with my life. Okay. See, I keep on doing so many things, so problems so aega. And let me tell you, I was walking. I generally prefer, if there is a half kilometer or 1 kilometer, I prefer walking. So I was walking and I was, tense, mein, what's happening. And I suddenly noticed that in my phone, whenever I send any message,
Mm.
the time shown is my angel number.
Means
Can you imagine?
anytime you send a thing, it'll show that number.
For example,
Mm.
if my angel number is say for just for example's sake, this is not my angel number. For my privacy, I'm saying. For example, if my angel number is 743,
Okay.
if I send a message in the morning 6 o'clock, it shows message sent 7:43 a.m. If I send it in the afternoon, it says message sent 7:43 a.m. If I send it in the evening, message says 7:43 a.m. And I'll check screenshots. I have got those screenshots also. That's an old story. If I have, I will share it with you. You can share it,
Okay.
concealing the numbers. And I was surprised. I thought my phone is hacked. My phone was working fine. And this is not me. This is this Facebook which shows that number, not my this thing. My Facebook Messenger shows same time for all the messages being sent. And I
And
was walking, wondering what happened. And then suddenly my phone goes dead. I keep on walking. And I thought, okay, बीच में साईं बाबा मंदिर आता है, मैं साईं बाबा मंदिर से प्रसाद लेके I'll go. मैं साईं बाबा मंदिर जाता हूँ, प्रसाद लेता हूँ, जाता हूँ, my phone gets back, everything is okay. Now, whatever I'm saying, you will
mm.
say, yeah, this is all cooked up. I have a habit of saving the screenshots, the videos, everything. Just because I was doubtful at that time, so I check that out. But now I know angels were connecting. So there are hundreds of. I don't want to keep on doing. The answer to your question is start with A, B, C, D. You will go to A for Apple, then you will go to A for Alzheimer, and then you will start making your own words also. And this power is, let me tell you again, my humble request. The main agenda of this podcast is not to tell you that I am a superior being. It's to tell you that I am a very common man. Every common man has got this capability. Just have faith and do it.
Great. Wow. I mean, I am getting goosebumps. It was such a interesting, thought-provoking conversation. And I'm sure viewers, you would have enjoyed this conversation too. In the upcoming episodes, Arun will be sharing with us a very touching and emotional experience he had connecting with the universe just before his mother's passing. You shouldn't miss that episode for whatever reason. How will you make sure that you will not miss that episode? You got it. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have had any experience with, say, repeating numbers or sounds or smells which you felt are signs from the universe, please share those in the comment section. We would love to hear your story. Thank you very much for being with us today, and I'll see you in the next episode. And as I said, don't miss that episode. It's going to be a fantastic episode. I know a little bit about the story, so I requested Arun, if you're okay with sharing that story, my viewers would also love to hear that story. So next episode, don't miss it. Okay. Thank you very much for being with us. Yeah.
One thing I'll like to homework for you all. If you have any problems, any dilemma, do this today. Sleep, have faith, tell to universe, I trust you. I want the answers for this. And thank you so much for giving the answer. See, gratitude should be given pre, not post.
In advance. Okay.
I'm so thankful that you have given me the answers. I'm obliged. I trust you that I'm in good hands, and I know that you will guide me. With full faith, sleep peacefully, either in your dreams or in the morning, through numbers, through scent, through any medium, or somebody will come and say, why don't you do this? Okay. You will get, I think so, not more than 24 hours. Within 24 hours, but you will have to keep your eyes and ears open, huh? Somebody might come and tell you and say, I don't believe. No, faith has to be there. Do it. And if you experience that, please put it in the comments so that others will develop faith. Thank you.
So viewers, have you seen for the last couple of episodes, Arun has been giving us a lot of homework. I hope you're doing those homeworks. Yeah. See you. I'm just joking. See you then. Bye-bye. See you in the next. Thanks, Arun.